right, so that's the end of Jada and her
No,
whole...
it's not the end.
No, I'm saying about
this is our update of it.
Yeah, this is our update of Jada.
This is going to go on for that book. She's selling that book.
Right. And for those of you who like, why are you following the story? Because that's what we do, you big dumb bucket.
Follow stories.
If you don't like it, why are you here?
The good, the bad,
get out
ugly.
of here.
Good, bad, ugly.
All right.
I do get it. It is their business. That's what Stephen Wilson.
I'm probably the only YouTuber that says, give me 20 views. I don't care.
Like Howard Stern, the guy that you like. He would tell you to kiss off or go do something that you wouldn't want to hear.
Most people the opposite of that. Give me 20 views. I take 20 strong viewers versus a million dumb buckets of morons in the comment section. Yeah. Why you want to do this? What's going on here? Get out of here.
It's their business. Why you're in their business? Because they're making it our business.
Exactly, you big dummies. All right. Drake. Well, you know I'm a Michael Jackson fan.
Yes.
All right.
What'd he say?
Drake and J. Cole's First Person Shooter, their song, debut atop Billboard's Hot 100, tying Drake with Michael Jackson for the record.
Okay.
Drake ties Michael Jackson with 13 Hot 100 leaders, the most among solo males, while J. Cole earns his first. Drake's First Shooter featuring J. Cole launches at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 Songs chart. I'm surprised you didn't put a picture of Michael Jackson up there.
I didn't think.
The collaboration from Drake, All the Dogs, which currently debut at #1 on Billboard 200 albums chart, is his 13th Hot 100 leader, tying him with Michael Jackson for the most in the list history among solo males. Now, let's talk about this for a second. Mm-hmm. As an avid Michael Jackson fan, I take issue with that.
I'm still trying to understand when they say top. Like, how many sold?
How many?
Because wasn't stuff downloaded?
Well, this is #1 Billboard. Okay. Drake's is not physical albums.
Right. It's downloads.
Right. Michael Jackson was physical. People literally went out and bought his album and played his song.
Yeah. Or
so why are you comparing somebody who can just go on their phone and download something,
which is
versus somebody actually going in and paying for something?
Right.
Also, somebody had on Instagram. Let's get Michael Jackson up again and move him out the way for a second.
Okay.
So everybody was trying to figure out what song to stream of Michael Jackson that never went #1 on the Billboard. One of them was Thriller.
That never went #1?
No. One of them was Thriller. I think Billie Jean was one or something.
Wow.
But Thriller was one. So everybody was like, for Halloween, everybody starts streaming the Thriller.
Okay.
And let's bump Drake out of here.
Get knocked down his number of how many so and
so. So that's what I want. Okay. I want Michael Jackson. I know it's stupid. Because Michael Jackson ain't going to never always be #1.
And then too, if we're reading something like this, to me, I would question, like, because in my head, Michael Jackson still, the songs that he had put out have always been #1 in my head. Who sits and actually calculates from his time period to Drake's time period when it comes to getting access to their music?
And then remember I said earlier, it doesn't matter as far as records when people are legends. Yeah. Because that's like Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Everybody's beat his record, but he's still the #1. He's a
legend, yeah.
He's a legend. So what you want to be is a legend.
Of all time.
And Drake is up there as far as rap. He's up there. He's not, in my opinion, he's not a legend.
Right.
But he's up there.
Right.
He's up there. And so in my opinion, once he becomes that, then it doesn't matter 10, 20 years from now if some rapper beats his record. People will say he set that foundation and that thing for that rapper to even be able to do that.
Exactly.
So that's probably how I feel about Michael Jackson.
It's hard to be a GOAT. I mean, right now the GOATs are
greatest of all time.
Yeah, if looking at my age and a little older. But the younger ones now are not GOATs yet.
I think some people call people GOATs and they're not.
Yeah, I think it's because that's their favorite. They just like that artist.
Yeah.
But
Drake is close to it because he's been out in the game long enough where he's affected a whole generation of rappers after him. These guys coming up now listen to Drake. You know what I'm saying? They didn't listen to like Tupac and all of them. They listened to Drake. So for them, it's almost like LeBron and Michael. These younger basketball players see Steph Curry and LeBron as the GOAT, as being the greatest of all time.
So the GOATs changed.
The GOATs changed. We saw Michael Jackson. Before Michael Jackson, it was people like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And so each 20, 30 years it changes. Okay. But to me, there are some people that are just beyond GOAT status. They are legends.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's GOATs.
And everybody's not a legend.
Everybody's not a legend. There's GOATs and then there's legends. To me, Janet Jackson is a GOAT.
Oh.
Greatest of all time.
Tina Turner is a legend.
Well,
what do you consider a legend?
A legend to me is Michael Jackson.
And he's not the only legend, Kim.
No, but you got to be up there with Michael Jackson.
Beatles.
The Beatles to me are legends.
See, you just making him like he's the only one.
I said, the Beatles.
No, other than that, what are some legends?
It's not a lot though, because you can't be a legend if it's a million of y'all.
What is the criteria of legend in your head?
To me, a legend.
I can see Janet Jackson.
You just
asked me. No. I can see Janet Jackson fitting a generic description. Yeah. But you said Tina Turner. No,
I don't think Tina Turner's a legend.
Go ahead.
To me, she's up there with Aretha Franklin, and she's not to me. But to me, a legend transcends hundreds of years. Like after a million years or whatever, you'll still be hearing that person's name.
Aretha Franklin.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
All right, we disagree.
I'm thinking I like the fact
because I know some young people don't even know who she is.
Oh, so you're saying because the young folks don't? So is there other than the Beatles and Michael Jackson?
The Beatles, I even question. The point is
Prince.
If everybody knows
Prince,
no.
See, Kim, then we can't discuss anything then, because if you just put Michael Jackson as the only legend.
I didn't say only. I'm trying to think.
Name some more then. I'll give you your props. Name some more. You can't even name anymore because you've already put him up on that pedestal. Stevie Wonder?
No.
Y'all, if you agree with Kim, as far as what's considered a legend.
A legend.
There's got to be somebody up there with Michael Jackson.
This is to me.
She's making him only one legend.
What's the definition of a legend?
I said Stevie Wonder. I said the Beatles, because she agreed with the Beatles. She knocked down Aretha. I guess the greatest of all times. They're GOATs. So greatest of all time.
All right, well, let's see. If we go by your definition.
Okay.
Or the definition here. A musical legend is an artist that has made groundbreaking contributions to pop culture and has made a significant cultural global impact. They are cross-generational and have paved the way and been pioneers in their respective fields. The part that gets me hung up is the cross-generational one. If I say to a young kid, do you know who this person is? And they say yes, to me, that's a legend.
Because they know him.
And if I go to 100-year-old and say, do you know who this person is? And they say yes. And if I go to a person from another country and say, do you know, they can't even speak English. Do you know who this person is? And they say yes. And I go to a kid in another country that don't even speak English and say, do you know who this person is? And they say yes. To me, that's a legend.
Beyonce.
She up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world knows Beyonce.
That's why Jay-Z said that. Jay-Z said
she don't top Michael, but she's in the category.
She's up there. She's up there. She's
so
up there.
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe you should do a survey.
She's up there.
Let people name some.
Yeah. Well, no, because they're going to do what you did. And I'm going to be like, no.
Aretha Franklin?
I'm saying they're going to do what you did. They're going to name people like that.
So how do you test a legend? You have to ask a younger person if they know him?
No, I'm saying that's my opinion.
No, I'm saying that's a good one. If you were to ask a younger person.
See, because they naming people like you saying. Elton John, Bruce Springsteen, Jimi Hendrix, Prince, Elvis Presley.
Because they're saying they broke ground.
They broke groundbreakers and stuff like that. For that, you could say James Brown.
That's a good James Brown, everybody
Stevie Wonder.
James Brown, everybody know. See,
you go to a kid in another country that don't speak English. Do you know who James Brown is?
Michael Jordan. Why wouldn't they know James Brown?
Michael Jordan is a legend.
He's a legend. Because we've gone to other countries and they can't hardly speak English, and they knew Michael Jordan.
Is a legend.
We said Chicago right away. Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Obama's
a legend.
Obama, yeah.
We was in Africa or anywhere. Everywhere we've gone. We went to Italy. We went to Italy. Kid.
He was
running. Know Obama? Obama.
And he was running for president. He wasn't even
president.
He wasn't
even president then.
They knew he was running. I'm like, you know the name Obama? Yes.
So, we disagree.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that I'm right and you're wrong. It just means my standard.
I know.
Of a legend is bigger than most people's standard.
I know.
Nobody's
touching the Michael level though. So
you said Beyonce, and I backed off.
And Beatles?
No.
You don't think young kids know Beatles?
No. Black kids in the hood. You go to them and say, "Do you know who John Lennon is?" Who?
Well, not the names by itself.
That's the name.
Well, that's why I would say they wouldn't know James Brown and Stevie Wonder. Everybody knows Stevie Wonder.
Go to a 5-year-old and say, "You know who Stevie Wonder is?"
The 5-year-old may not know Michael Jackson.
They know Michael Jackson.
No, a 5-year-old, they may not be talking about Michael Jackson in the house.
They know Michael Jackson.
That's just wrong.
Bring that glove in. Oh, the Thriller. They know Michael Jackson. They know Michael Jackson.
Okay, keep it going.
They know Michael Jackson. But I'm not putting everybody up there.
Okay.
Wendy says Michael was incomparable. Yeah, nobody can compare to Michael, which is what I'm saying. That's why I'm kind of telling her. You like, you only put Michael Jackson. Yes, I only put him up there. All right.
My goodness.
Jesus is a legend.
Yeah.
Whether Jesus is a legend.
Good or not good to people, Jesus, they still know his name.
They know that name, Christ. Jesus Christ. They know he's a legend.
Christ,
they know his name. Whether they follow him, whether they're in other religions,
they've heard of him.
If you say Jesus or Christ or whatever, or anywhere in the world, they know who you're talking about.
Too. They
know Christians. They know Christians. They like, oh, you follow Christ. I know Jesus Christ. I don't believe in him, but I know him. That's what they would say. Okay. Emerald says, I think most people see legend being the same as you do, except this generation. Yeah, that's what I agree.
This generation, they don't see stuff the way we do.
They put everybody as a legend.
Yeah.
All right, so let's, I guess I'm saying all this to say, so what, Drake? You beat Michael Jackson's record.
I know. I'm thinking that's a number.
You're still not a
record.
legend.
I don't care.
Yeah, you're not a legend.